So the big question is this: should you be doing more to attract love? Today I want to share why being is more powerful than doing. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. In my work as a dating coach, I work with my clients to develop a dating strategy. And a huge part of that is being. Yes, there are parts of the strategy where you have to do, but a lot of it is truly about being. It's not about going on more dates. It's not about swiping more. It's not about updating your profile every 2 days. It's not about going to all the bars and all the clubs hoping to find people. It's about being. So what does that mean? Today, I'll share a little bit about my own light bulb moment with being. So a couple of years ago, when I was very single, and at that time, my approach to finding love was all about action. Like, I'm an action taker in every part of my life, and I approached my dating quest in the same way. I was constantly swiping. I was going all these many dates that led to nowhere. I was filling every weekend with social events, social engagements. Every fest in the city, I was there, and all other festivals. I was putting myself out there, hoping to meet someone. But it wasn't quite happening, or I was just meeting the wrong kind of people. And then one day, I came across a very powerful YouTube video by the late Bob Proctor, who is a phenomenal mentor of mine. And this video was around attracting a soulmate. And after watching that video, it shifted my entire perspective. So in the video, Bob suggested, don't just be saying or setting intentions about wanting someone. You have to embrace and embody being. You have to act like the person is already here. Because focusing on what you want, what you desire, is in a want state, and the universe will give you more of that which is lacking. So instead, Bob said, focus on being like your partner, your healthy relationship, your loving partner is already here. And that way, it's not just words. You're actually taking out actions every day like the person is here. So I asked myself, if Joan was in a loving, healthy relationship, what would she be doing? How would she feel every day? When she wakes up in the morning, when she's having her coffee, when she's having lunch, when she's going out, how would she feel, right? Having this person in her life. What would her home look like? Would it still be like a one-person apartment where I'm taking up all the space? Or will there be room in my home for this person? What are some of the things I would do when I go out? What are some of the activities I would do, right? Is it travel more, go out more, relax more, read books, cycle, whatever it is? What are some of the things I would want to do more of if I was in a relationship? How would I show up in public, right? How would I look? How will I dress, knowing that I have this partner already existing in my life? And that really shifted my perspective from just doing, so just taking those action and just still being in my very, very single vibration, to now being. And it was truly, truly a game changer. So I'm going to share 5 tips, some of the things that I did to really shift from doing to being. The first thing I did, and again, this was all kind of based on what Bob Proctor had said in his video. So the first thing was creating physical space. I started by making room in my closet, making room on my bed, making space for this future partner in my already existing home. This is a very, very symbolic gesture, and it shows that you're ready and open to welcome someone into your life, and you believe in that future. And so you might think, oh, but that's just deceiving yourself. No, it is not. It is you showing the universe that you've made room. If you filled up your life and there's no room for somebody else, you're going to find, or you're going to be only attract people who don't even want to fill any space in your heart or in your home, right? So being able to consciously carry out these things really, really shifted things. Like, I will cook meals for multiple people too. I would make sure I sleep on only one side of the bed. I made some room in my closet. Like every day when I wake up, I would imagine that we're having coffee together, we're having a morning chat. A lot of the things that I did imagine and prepare for, I have those things today, right? The second thing is around visualizing your future self. So I'm a big fan of, I have a vision board and I like to visualize. So when you a couple of times a day, just visualize what life will look like with this future partner. What kind of interactions do you have? What does your daily life look like? And then go do it. Visualizing is the first part, but then do it. So I knew I wanted to travel with a partner, so I just traveled more that year. Or I wanted to cycle with a partner, so I just went cycling on my own. Or I actually found a cycling buddy, right? And when I got my partner, then we started cycling together. So make sure that you're able to visualize, because if you can't see it in your head, in your mind, you're not going to hold it in your hands. That's another famous saying by Bob Proctor. So you have to clearly be able to visualize what it will feel like and look like to have this future partner in your life. The third thing is cultivating self-love. I know I talk a lot about self-love, but sometimes we assume that we love ourselves, and there's no doubt that we love ourselves to some extent. But how deeply do you love yourself? You have to be sure about what that answer is. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. So it's very important to make sure that you're spending time with you. You're making sure that you love the version of you that exists today, right? And the future version that you want. That you accept yourself. That you don't have all this negative self-talk. You don't talk down about yourself. You don't make yourself feel stupid, right? And that you're truly doing the things that make you feel happy and fulfilled. Everybody loves a happy person. So go be happy on your own first. So self-love is so key. You have to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And mean it. And feel it. Feel that you truly love yourself. The fourth one is living as if. Living like they are already here. So I already touched on some of those things. I was able to do some of more of the hobbies that I wanted to do, some of the interests that I would pursue. But it also went a little bit further, where even when I was out in public, like I would go out with my female friends, usually I'll be the crazy one jumping on tables. I started to act like somebody who already had a serious relationship. Would I be doing these things? No. Would I be spending all my time with male friends? No. They're just certain things that I had to cut out of my life. I was like, no. I wouldn't want a future partner this is not the future self that I see for myself. So I'm just going to live as if the partner is here. It doesn't mean don't go on and enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, but make sure that you're aligning the future with your current actions, because that's what's going to speed it into manifestation, right? Make sure that you're creating that life, that future life that you want right now, and that will bring the person into existence so that you can have that which you're already living. So live as if you're already in that future state. Make decisions as if you're already in that future state. Very, very key. The last one is about solitude. I'm a self-proclaimed extrovert who likes to have a lot of people around me, and I never really enjoyed my own company. And that was one lesson, a huge lesson, when someone asked me during the pandemic, actually. And I was losing my mind because I'd never been able to enjoy my own company. I always depended on external people's company. And then the pandemic and life forced me to learn to be comfortable being by myself. I had to get to the point where I loved being by myself. I knew I desired having a relationship, but I was comfortable being alone. Like I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything in life. I was enjoying being happy and being fulfilled by myself, right? And it is so key, because that's the energy that you're going to be vibrating. If you're in this, I'm lonely, I feel alone, I need somebody to make me happy, I'm stressed out, I'm depressed, then that's what you're going to keep attracting. You're not going to be able to attract the right kind of people, if you're able to attract anybody at all, right? So you need to make sure that you're desiring a relationship, to share a life with somebody, to show love to somebody, to build a dream, a goal, whatever, vision of your future with a person. But it's not, I need to fill a void. That's not a good enough reason to want to be in a relationship. It is not a void to be filled. You're whole and complete. So make sure that you're living that way. You're living as someone who is complete and whole all by yourself, and you're enjoying by yourself. And then when this person comes, it's now you're going to focus on the good things and not this expectation of you're supposed to come and complete my life and fill a void. So those are just some 5 tips that you can use to help you move away from this endless swiping online and more into being. Some of these things, I'm telling you, I did these things and they were really, really powerful, and a lot of my clients use them as well and have been able to attract wonderful partners into their lives. So go over it again, listen to it again, start being and doing less. You still have to do, for sure. We need action, but focus more on the being and not just endless action that doesn't really yield any results. So the journey to finding love isn't about doing more, it's about being more. Being true to yourself, embracing your future vision, living as if it's here already, and preparing your life for the love that you want. Very, very key. Make space, make room in your life if you really, really want to attract the kind of love that aligns with your true self. So let me know what some of your thoughts are on doing versus being. If you've been doing and you're not getting the results, then reach out to me. Let's talk about it, because it's not about more action. There's something missing, and I might be able to help you to pinpoint what exactly the challenge is that is not allowing you to attract your dream man into your life. Well, thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, A Love Journey in Black and White. Remember, no matter what, never give up on love. Till next time, sending you love and light.